Guys, I got what should be good news today. The rest of the Power Rangers stuff is coming in the mail today. The Power Rangers Turbo movie and the second season or second volume, whatever. The second part of Zeo, Ranger Zeo. I do not have any tracking data on the friggin' Sonic game. I don't know why it's not giving me any data on it. I mean, look on Amazon. It says in transit. That's all it says. It doesn't tell you where it is. And if you look on the post office, one it's not giving any data there either. I don't know why this game's not showing any details. That's weird. The only reason I even want it because I want to see the additions to the game, like the storyboard cutscenes and some of the other stuff I heard was in it, like some of the other modifications to it. That's the only reason I want it. Is I want to see the modified elements. Because I wanted to see what it would look like to see Sonic the Hedgehog with cutscenes. You know, besides Sonic Adventure. But yeah, even though those are coming in the mail today, I'm still not happy. I was, like you said, you saw how pissed off I was over the whole mental health thing yesterday. I just couldn't let it go. I was so frustrated, I decided to tell myself to play some Halo Wars, try to take the edge off so I could go to sleep. Like I said, the pain from my leg and the irritating with my asthma. And by the way, I never bothered taking that medicine. Instead of to take the edge off from the asthma, I just played a few skirmishes of Halo Wars on Xbox One. It has a really calming effect on me for some reason. I mean, not playing like Halo Wars' campaign, just playing the skirmishes for some reason. And that's why I bought like other RTS type games like In War and Civilization, and Gears of War Tactics, but Gears of War Tactics, I do not know how that XCOM style stuff is supposed to work. Civilization is just a crappy port off of a PC game that probably played better with mouse and keyboard, just like The Sims. And In War, it's just more Ubisoft with their weird controllers, with their weird control layout. Like I said, try Black Flag, it's the same thing. Which is really only the second Assassin's Creed title I've really tried, besides the free games of gold that I have on my that I got. Like they gave me Assassin's Creed 1 and 2 and Rogue, and like I said, I bought Black Flag because I heard that was the better Assassin's Creed game. On top of that, it was a launch title for the system, and yeah, Ubisoft's controls are just weird. So are Bethesda's. And that's mainly why I can't get into their games. Is the controls are just weird. I mean, who makes B the menu button? B's supposed to be like, I don't know, melee or something, but not the menu. That's what the start and back buttons are for. Start and select, what do you want to call them? That's what those are for. Bethesda, Ubisoft. Like Ubisoft, they like to use like the triggers for run. I'm sorry, but run should be push forward on the stick, not left trigger, Ubisoft. That's why I don't play their games. I bought them and tried them all because the internet kept praising them. And I think their control schemes suck. And you can't change the control scheme in those games either. Like I said, it's also something I don't like about Mass Effect Legendary Edition, the control scheme. But the funny thing is, I complain about the control scheme in that game. But I've not ever actually tried to go and look at if you can remap it either to maybe make it something more like either the original control scheme or Halos or something. I don't know. But really, after I looked at the control scheme, other than the boost button for the tank, it's pretty much the same controls as default like the original Mass Effect 2. It's pretty much the same as that, except for like the tank controls being a little less, I don't know, sluggish. And like I said, that's the main problem I have with the game is I hate the tank. I hate the controls for the tank, the Mako. Then I don't like, but you know, the boosters do come in handy when it comes to getting to think up a stupid hill. Because man, all the time I had to freaking get over a stupid hill in the original. So those boosters do come in handy, I guess, as far as that goes. But it's just, and it makes the vehicle, it's like kind of like having Sprint and Halo. Having boosters on the Mako makes the driving part a little bit more tolerable as far as like getting the thing up mountains and stuff. But like I said, so I guess it's kind of a plus. You just gotta hit, but it also makes and it makes fighting those. And if you use the boost when you're fighting the dragon thing, the Thresher Maul, if you use that, and you're able to, you know, shoot and scoot, or strafe or whatever, when you're fighting that dragon, that kind of fixed the complaint I had about that mechanic. I hated how the dragon kept jumping around the map and stuff. But then when I realized, because I didn't know if the boost could be used in combat. I thought you couldn't use it in the combat. No, you can actually use that in combat. You can use the vertical boost and the nitrous boost thing to go. Like you can use both types of boost in combat, which makes that dragon fight a lot easier. If you just do like a real, I guess, you know, military guy and not be a stationary target. Like, you know, shoot and scoot. So you shoot and scoot, that fixes that. So yeah, my complaint with that was I didn't realize how to use the new mechanics, the new, you know, vehicle mechanics to deal with that dragon or whatever he is. What is a Thresher Maul? Is it a dragon? Is it like Mass Effect version of a dragon? I guess. That's what it looks like, but you know. But yeah, like I said, I don't have any tracking on the game. And I already packaged the Rayman game up. I don't know if it's by accident or what, but like I said, it's just... Right, they're gonna start cutting the goddamn grass. We have to make our cars quieter, but nobody can make goddamn lawnmowers and weed whackers or helicopters quieter. Where's the mufflers for those goddamn things? How can we get mufflers on helicopters or mufflers on lawn equipment? Mufflers exist. John Deere. Well, and you're not going to be able to hear me of that bullshit. I guess I'll end the video there.